Getting close, but I won't be in the lineup tonight. But more importantly, I will be there to put that championship banner in the rafters at Staples Center in front of our fans, which was a very special moment. But we want to see LeBron on the court. Shannon, what is going on here?
Well, I was surprised that he didn't play, Skip, and the people that were close to LeBron, that's knowledge of this situation, said he looked really good in practice. He was able to have some lift. He was able to do hard planning and cutting, and he did it without having discomfort. So I was under the impression, if not Tuesday, he was going to play Wednesday. I knew he wasn't going to play, I knew he wasn't going to play back-to-back games, but I was under the indication, and Vogel said last night, Skip, that was a soft return. There was nothing etched in stone. It was not definitive. But I think a lot of that had to do with them playing the Rockets without any of their top players playing. No Christian Woods, no Porter, no John Wall. And so Vogel was under the impression that, you know what, we should be able, with what we have. Hey, Skip, you see what Drum did? Less than 22 minutes, 20 and 10. You saw that, right? You see what's starting to happen. A regular occurrence, double-digit rebounds, high rebounds. So I was surprised that LeBron didn't play. And I was getting nervous because I thought they were going to run away with the game. And then all of a sudden, the Rockets made as many threes as the Lakers attempted. And that kept them in the ball game. But LeBron, Skip, I think the thing is what's happening here is that I believe they've come to the conclusion we're going to be able to play in. Because we got to win out and then hope. Now, Portland's theoretically, they still got Phoenix, they still got Denver. They theoretically could lose out, but they're playing extremely well. I don't expect Dallas to lose out, anything like that. So I think they believe that they're probably going to be relegated to the play-in game. And I want LeBron James 100% healthy if that's the situation. But the way with the way THT is playing and those guys are playing, we might not even play them until we have to face who we place in the first round. We might not even let y'all see AD and LeBron in the play-in tournament. That's how confident we feeling. I was a little nervous last night, Skip, because I thought we could handle that game with ease. But they kept bombing away threes, so I started to get nervous, like a long-tailed dog in a room full of rocking chairs. I was nervous like that, Skip. You know what I'm talking about. So, but once THT and Kuz took the game over for us last night, I was like, okay, we might be on to something. And I also think Vogel wants to see, Skip, you can't play 12 guys come playoff time. Who can I really trust when the rubber needs to meet the road and I need to play them down the stretch? Because you remember the night before, Skip, against the Knicks, I don't know if you noticed this, Big Drum played down the stretch and all of overtime. So he's earning his minute. Wesley Matthews came in, played really well. THT playing really well. So I think this was an opportunity for him, another look. Guys, who can we count on? Who do we believe if we need a closing stretch that the best 5 players that we could put on the court to give us the best chance to win? And that's what he's looking at right now. But I, like you, Skip, was surprised LeBron didn't play last night. But it's another day. Get that ankle even healthier. Another day today, healthier. Friday, healthier. And then Saturday, we're going to unleash that fury on Indy. We're going to unleash it on Sabonis. We're going to unleash it on Holiday. Yeah, y'all got to see us.
Lord have mercy. Okay. First of all, just for the record, right now the Houston Rockets are the worst NBA team I've seen in a decade. That's how bad they are. I don't even know who their guys are. I never heard of half of them. That's what they've come to post James Harden. And by the way, did James Harden not look just superlative last night?
He looked really good, yes.
Okay, that's point number one. And don't give me anything about Big Penguin versus the Knicks. The Knicks self-destructed down the stretch of that game in regulation and in overtime. I don't want to hear anything else about it.
Defense.
They turned back into the Knicks. It was self-destruction. It was self-inflicted. Okay, now back to your man, LeBron James. So he has members of his camp, Rich Paul, leaked the news to ESPN and other key outlets that he will play Tuesday night against the Knicks. Doesn't happen. So everybody then assumes that he will play last night against the lowly Rockets. I thought, what a great way to come back, because I told you he could go Russell Westbrook on the Rockets and go, what did I say yesterday, like 32, 12, and 15.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think he would have if he had chosen to, and he did not choose to. And it was really weird to me because this is getting stranger by the day. And then
What's strange about it?
Yeah, I woke up this morning and I thought, okay, who is the greatest excuse planter in the history of sports? It's your man, Ankle James. So what is he doing here? He plants excuses like they're magic beans that grow into beanstalks. So now he's planted the excuse of, hey, don't look at me. Don't blame me. I didn't even get to play down the stretch of the season. What's he missed now? Like 30 games out of 32?
25 out of 27.
25 out of 27 games. So he tried to come back against Sacramento, and he re-injured his pride because he missed the last-second shot. And then he tried to come back a couple nights later against Toronto at home, and he got embarrassed again, and he hurt his pride even more. And now he's going to sit until, will he really play Saturday night? I'll be surprised if he does at the rate he's going.
Maybe not.
He may not. Like you said, he may just wait for the play-in game, or, I don't know, maybe he'll wait for the start of the playoffs.
Right,
I do not think Golden State is any huge threat to them. Again, Steph Curry's right now this year has been about as likely to go 2 for 14 as he is to go 10 of 15 from three. So I wouldn't be threatened by the Warriors. Obviously, they don't have Clay. They obviously don't have KD, and they don't even have James Wiseman. So that's no big deal. But it does look like they're bound for the play-in game because I don't know if you've been watching, but Portland's just caught fire. They've won 9 out of 10, and 6 of those 9 have been on the road. They went to Utah last night and basically just smoked them. They were ahead the whole game. And
Skip,
yeah, go ahead.
The Utah's playing without Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley.
I know, but,
so
again,
that's the big.
When you go there and just beat them up, that was impressive to me. Portland is rolling. And yet Portland's got the toughest closing schedule because now they got to play at Phoenix tonight and then Denver at home on Sunday. Right. And Denver's still fighting with the Clippers for that seed. So they're playing for something.
Right.
And then very quietly, your man Baby Bird, his team's taken off. They've won 8 out of 10. They've got Toronto tonight, and then they finish at Minnesota. And I'm assuming they could win both those games. And your problem is you need one of these two teams to lose out. You need Portland or Dallas to go 0-2 while you go 2-0 because you don't have the tiebreaker with either one.
Right.
Okay, so you're stuck. And it appears, to your point, like they're basically about to concede. We just can't get home. We're going to have to play that one game against Golden State at home on, what would it be, Tuesday night.
Right. Skip, I believe the thing is, I believe both AD and LeBron plays on Saturday. I think that's when they play Indiana.
They do.
And if they win that game, and they'll see what happens with Portland, will determine whether or not they play the final game of the season. Because if Portland wins, well, it's a moot point. There's no sense in LeBron playing. No. Let's go ahead and give him another day of rest. AD the same, and then we'll just we'll play who we play, either the Warriors or the Grizzlies, and we'll live with the outcome of that. So I think a lot's going to be predicated on what transpired. How does they feel? AD still might not play on Saturday, but I think there's a great chance that LeBron plays, and then that will determine what happens in Portland, Phoenix, whether or not he plays the following night against. So because if they lose that game or if Portland wins, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Let's go ahead and get the young guys some more reps, some more opportunities. I like to see Keith Morris get some more time because he caught fire. He played well last night. He's been struggling lately with the shot because he's been in and out of the lineups. DMPs, not playing, spotty play. So I like to see him get some more minutes so he can get a little better rhythm going into the playoffs. But I'm not concerned. But to answer Jenny's question, yes, I was surprised LeBron didn't play last night. Not so much against the Knicks because I felt if he played against the Knicks, he wasn't going to play last night. I thought last night he was going to play because, as he mentioned in his tweet, Skip, it was all about the banner being unveiled.
Well, his ankle was good enough that he walked out and helped introduce the raising of the banner, right?
Yeah.
I thought they wanted him to stay off his ankle. I don't know.
Man, there you go. See, there you go. You want him to play. Now you're talking about you want him to stay off the ankle. He didn't travel with the team that was on that 2-game road trip. He didn't travel. You ask him, where's LeBron? Where's LeBron? You didn't say anything about the doctors wanted him to stay off the ankle then. Yeah. Now all of a sudden the man walks out there. He picks up the microphone, spend less than 30 seconds on the mic. You know, great season, glad to have the fans back, and gone. And you were talking about, man, he all up on his ankle. You make it seem like the man was breakdancing, crip walking.
Hey, Shannon, in our upcoming commercial break, you need to text Rich Paul and say, why did you mislead me about LeBron playing Tuesday and or Wednesday night? You need to ask him because he took you for a ride.
No. What did Vogue say? Vogue said that was a soft schedule. There was nothing etched in stone.
Well, I don't know. I even saw the great Woj on ESPN saying, oh, he's going to play Tuesday night against the Knicks.
Okay. Yeah. No. I was under the impression he was going to play either or. I didn't think it wasn't definitive he's going to play the Knicks or he's going to play Houston. It's going to be either or. That's what I was under that assumption. Either or. But he wasn't playing back-to-back. Given that he had missed so many games with that ankle injury, it would have been foolish of him to play back-to-backs. So, like I said, it doesn't matter. Didn't he say when the playoffs start? He said playoff push start next week.
Yeah. I can't wait to see LeBron James playing a play-in game or a playoff game with the big penguin.
I love
That's how you're feeling? Shannon, I'm just
it.
confused. I thought you were going to be there for the banner. I thought you'd be celebrating, front row, cheering, maybe help LeBron there, but it's okay.
I only show up for back-to-back championships.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.